mine too. Well, we're out here this morning, Saturday the 10th, July, and with Don Baker's crew. I ride with him a lot. We're doing the a little bit of kind of like a Lingham Lake run. Looking forward to this. I haven't been out in a while. Been working a lot, and stuff in the machine need to be fixed.
Could be a little more water now, though we drank, but nothing. Yeah. But I thought if we do go this way, at least there's trees close to the wind. Yeah. If you come back the other way, there's no trees. But no, I shouldn't do that. I hate to see you get stuck. Actually, no, the side by side.
That's what the camera's for. Yeah, after you. Yeah. That's up ahead there, and these three machines ahead of me, riding a white Can-Am Outlander. He's had a couple things wrong with it. It's only had it well, maybe 2 years now at most. Maybe got it, I think it was last year he got it actually. And so I was out for a ride with him. That winter ride up in Mefton Mines, and he was having an issue where it was losing power and it cut out on him. So I guess it was the second time they brought it in. You know, of course it never happens when you bring it in. And the second time he brought it in, and he said they probably thought it was the throttle body. He told me this morning, and so they replaced the throttle body, and it still happened, and then they figured out it must be the ECU, and he got that replaced. So this is his first ride out, I think he said, with the ECU in it. So hopefully that fixes it. Kind of sucks. You wouldn't think a new machine like that would have issues, you know. CF Moto 600 in front of me here. I like the lights in the back of those things. They look great. Very unique. Another buddy of mine has a CF Moto side-by-side 1000. Eric, you've seen it in my on my Marmara crew videos, the blue one. And his front diff went on it, and I'm not sure if he has it fixed yet. I know it's been probably 6 weeks at least to get, he still doesn't have the part in. Very frustrating when you got all this nice weather, you can get out and you can't get out, you know. They're going a little faster now. I could put it in high, get those revs down. So it looks like they did a lot of grading on this trail, but they didn't take any of the branches down that they knocked over. A whole bunch of them across the trail. This is a trail north of Madoc. I think it's at E106. Nice that they did grading though. A lot of these trails in the EOTA I've never seen graded, and there are holes in some of them that are just dangerous. When you go through a trail like this, we have light and shade constantly, you know, and maybe your visor's a little dusty. You can't see these holes, and when you hit them, it's a slam or a bang. And I know I've told you this before. That's where I hit one so hard in those conditions that it's knocked me out from high into neutral. Now, for that to happen, that's got to be a big bang. I'm just lucky it didn't go into low or in reverse or anything. What's going on here? Must be a tree across the road.
I didn't think it was that bad. I got a 300.
You out for the day? Just cruising?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, all right.
Where are you from?
I'm from Belleville.
Are you? Cowboy, huh?
We're in Brighton.
Warkworth.
Yeah, well,
Ajax. There's some good cruising, and there's a few trails off of this one that are.
There should be able to snap that now. Let me see if you can lift it.
which way we're going? This way?
Where we're going.
Whoop.
Yeah, we should be able to pull it. Try it now. There we go.
Should cut that off too. That's gonna grab somebody. What? Mine too. Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
I thought he saw a free barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's good enough. Well, we've had several trees down on the way. And when I was out here, I had someone I have on Facebook I've never ridden with before sent me a text. He said, "You want to go for a ride today or tomorrow?" I'm like, I'm already out for one. When he got so many people on their ATV and on Facebook and so on, you can't remember everybody, you know. Plus, this wasn't my ride, right? So. Tires of mine, the BKT 171s, you know, of course they're harder, you know, with the paddles on them, right, for mudding, but they're surprisingly good for going through rocky stuff like this. No shaking at slow speeds. I knew I should have worn a different shirt today. Most of my freaking clothing is golf stuff. Because I used to be a greenskeeper for 16 years. So everything I had was golf. Golf this, golf shirt, golf shorts, frickin' everything. At least once a week I'll go somewhere and people say, yeah, you go golfing? Yeah. So I got a nice purple golf shirt on. Oh, I need some new clothes anyway. Screw it. Didn't put the waders on because it's going to be, feel like 30 today. Saw an interesting video. If you ever want to follow good news program on YouTube. He's Canadian, but he does Canadian and American news, called The Rational National. And so he was bringing up this article about scientists. You know, they've been tracking weather patterns, of course, for many years around the world. And they put out a warning that I can't remember the exactly what they call it, but what it is when humidity levels get so high, I think it was above 90%, and then temperatures get to like 80 or more Fahrenheit, that is, that when you perspire, it's supposed to help you cool down, right? Well, you can't cool down because of the high humidity. There's no evaporation happening because of the humidity in the air. So when you put the combination of all three, the temperature, the humidity, and your sweat not evaporating, people, no matter how much liquid they drink, they can't cool down, and people are dying. I guess that is quite interesting. So they've had a couple people died out in the west coast of Canada when they had that heat wave, you know, record temperatures out there. So just beware when you're, you know, even out when we're doing this, right? If something's too hot, you know, you really shouldn't go out. First of all, it's not good for your machine, but secondly, well, firstly, you really. Don's loving that new Can-Am of his up there, the side-by-side. I was so surprised when he got it, because he was always joking about Can-Ams all the time. That I thought it was a joke video that he was going to get a Can-Am. He drove all the way from near Belleville, Ontario, all the way to Quebec to get it, because there's short supply all over the place, right? So that was a long trip. That's it's probably a 9-hour drive, maybe 10-hour drive there and back. He told me today that he was gonna get the Yamaha, one of the versions of the side-by-side, the big one, but there was a hit and miss on, there was a transmission issue. That something wasn't greased right or something in the transmission, so transmissions were breaking down, and they didn't know which ones. It was hit and miss, so plus they were hard to get, so ended up trading in Melissa, his wife's Yamaha Grizzly 700. It was a 21 gold color, only had 1700K on it. He kept his blue one, I think it has, he said 7,000K on it. Oh man. Ugh. I only had about 3 hours sleep last night. Now it takes a while to wind down from work. The chef there, and get home, eat, you know, wind down, watch TV. It was, you know, 1:30 when I went to bed. Then I'm worried, you know, worried I won't wake up, or I'm also excited to get out because I haven't been in a while. Get up at 5:30 in the morning. You know the routine. You gotta double check, get everything ready, load them, everything, load the trailer. I did a bit the day before, but of Canada. Look at that, eh? Lunch here.